Alright, you turd slurpers. It is that time for another game day edition of the Newark Fantasy Cows web recap video. I really have to figure out a fucking name for this thing. Anyway, last week, my team had a strong performance. Unfortunately, not quite strong enough. 146 points. Often good enough for a win, so be it. Luckily, Freeman came out with a monster game, so that makes me feel good about his performance expectations to come. Also makes me feel like it was good seeing him send Tevin Coleman to the welfare office. Says, fuck that guy. I did lose to Mark, who had a huge 201 point game, including an extra 45 fuck you points from Aaron Rodgers on Monday night after the game was already over, just to rub some salt in the wound. The only thing that would have made that win better for Mark is if he was actually doing the week 3 prop bet, but unfortunately he is not, so I think Eric gets that money if I'm not mistaken. Speaking of Eric, that is who Mark is playing against this week. Eric's up to 3-0 so far this year, but unfortunately he has some tough losses. He lost the Rapist, he lost McCoy, he lost Cody Parker, which is actually only help him, and Gronk's on bye. Oof, man, that puts you in a tough situation. And did I see that you're starting 2 San Diego running backs? I don't think I've ever seen someone start 2 running backs on the same team, and I feel like it would have been someone better than San Diego for the first time, but I guess desperate time calls for desperate measures. Eric did just beat Becker, who I'm happy to see finally put Amari Cooper in. But Becker, your team name doesn't really make any sense anymore. You got rid of Cobbs like a couple weeks ago. You need to come up with something new. If you don't, I'm sure I'll come up with something clever for you. Becker's playing Mikey T, who has gone back to DeMarco Murray, just like a white trailer trash woman goes back to an abusive relationship. Fuck, dude. Mikey, you know you've got 2 more roster spots, right? You can get more Cowboys backups on your team. Unless you're keeping Monte Ball for some reason. Not really sure why he's still on your roster. Mikey T beat Kirch. Kirch, you lost, but I feel like you covered the spread on this one. So I guess that's good for your gambling, for the gambling public people that are going after you. Kirch, strong pickup of Alshon Jeffrey. It's a really good way to scout the waiver wire and pick up a strong contender for down the road. I'm just not sure what idiot would have dropped him in the first place. Man, you have to be a real moron to drop that Alshon Jeffrey. But I'm glad to see you were smart to pick him up. And dude, what is up with Funches? Like, does he have like some kind of incriminating photo of you, like you sucking Biden's dick or something? I feel like he's got you entrapped or something like that. But hey, I guess if you want to stick with the 114th ranked wide receiver, then more power to you. Kirch is playing Smith this week, who's coming off of my absolute favorite win of the year. That was absolutely wonderful. 0.4 win. I did do the math, Brian, just before you jump off a bridge. Even if it wasn't decimal scoring, you would have still lost, and you actually would have lost 125 to 126. So, put the knife down. I'm sure, Smith, you're happy to get Eddie Lacy back and get something for your very ailing team. Although I'm not sure why you don't have Delaney Walker starting yet. He's outplaying Heath Miller by a pretty wide margin. Other than that, hopefully you get some more players to actually start being less broken in the near future. Speaking of Hoofy, so I wrote the notes for this video yesterday, and so I'm obviously putting together now, and I actually put a note here. Thought I'd see Ruben Randall in flex spot. He's way past your normal self-rationalization level for a Giant. And I looked this morning, and sure enough, Ruben Randall in the flex spot. You never disappoint, buddy. Anyway, Hoofy's going to play Pat this week, who unfortunately Stephen Smith Sr.'s Fool's Gold is no longer available to him. But hey, at least Arian Foster is questionable, so you'll be able to make bad decisions with him pretty soon. Pat just lost to Micah, who I'm sure is feeling good about that Obi Jolson trade raping that he did earlier. Definitely had the better of that trade, no doubt about it. Unfortunately, it should not be enough this week. I may not have luck, but I'm looking for a good trouncing. Anyway, guys, that's what I got. I will see you shit rags later. Peace.